and whether Queens of Apocalypse further their advantage or whether Steelwolves manages to take one of them. Yeah, because they're currently, quite tight at the table. Okay, so you know what? Without further ado, let's head into the draft. And yeah, let's just take a look at the heroes that are going to be coming out for today's match. First match of the day, you're probably just chilling in the, chilling at home and all that. But yeah, I'll be here bringing you very fun games and all that. Okay. Okay. So we've got a Lifestealer Sand King first picks for Steelwolves, Tiny and Undying as well.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay. So
5
the
seconds
interesting
remaining.
thing about picking, Undying right now is that he's not the strongest laner, but he is that pos 4 who is able to contribute a lot to team fights. The only issue is that Undying doesn't really have a lockdown, so it doesn't make him a really good ganking, roaming kind of position, and he's a little bit more static in the sense that he'll be predictable. He will always be in this particular lane or that particular lane, and he may not really necessarily be a priority. As compared to, let's say, if you're going to be running the Rubik as a 4, which is my favorite position to run Rubik in, instead of 5, because I feel like items in Rubik is just so good. If you manage to get like a Blink Dagger, or you manage to get like 4-star Aghanims, it's brilliant. Okay, and in this particular case, it seems like with the Rubik, he's got fantastic spells to steal. You've got Tombstone Ravage, actually anything from Tidehunter is pretty good, and of course Toss from Tiny as well. So yeah. Those are some spells that Rubik would be looking to steal, for sure. The Razor Band is pretty good. Razor and Slug Band pretty good against the Lifestealer, and they've got a Necroforce here. So they've got really tanky-ish heroes on the side of Queens of Apocalypse here. But now another thing that I worry a little bit about them is probably damage, because I'm not seeing who or what is going to be dealing the kind of damage that they want, the physical damage, and as well as objective takers. You don't have anybody who prioritizes Roshan. You don't have anybody who takes towers really fast. Tiny kind of does, he kind of smacks it with his tree, but it's not entirely enough, and it's terrible sieging as well. It's going to be very difficult when they go up high ground, and they're going to have to be looking at maybe something like perhaps a sniper. Yeah, somebody who can hit from afar. I mean, you've got so many frontliners, Necro, Tide, and what do you call that? Undying. These are very good frontliners for, let's say, a squishy sniper here. Okay, and with that Jakiro pickup, okay, so we've talked a lot about Queens of Apocalypse, right? We'll move on to talking about Steelwolves here. They've got just generally good all-round fights coming out from them. They've got this Jakiro, Sand King combo kind of thing. So Jakiro, I always feel I love this hero a lot. I spam Jakiro a lot. But the thing is that there always needs to be, it would be great if there was a setup stun. So something like, similarly long range stun, like say Sand King. You've got Earthshaker as well, or somebody who's just able to disable from afar, and then Jakiro is able to follow up this way, because I think Jakiro's spells are more follow-up or counter initiation as opposed to actual initiation. So Ice Path will be really good at this, and they come out with a Zeus again to completely round up this very magic heavy, this is quite magic heavy lineup for the side of Steelwolves. I worry a little bit for the Zeus, because he's kind of put, when you pick the Zeus, you kind of put like a target on your head and say like, hey, me, focus me instead.
Choose your hero.
Okay, so Queens of Apocalypse, they actually end their draft with a Spectre. And so Spectre is going to be, the entire team is just so tanky. Who is their pos 5? Oh, actually, Undying is going to be the pos 5. So, okay, well, Undying is a pos 5. I can roll with that, I suppose. It's just that he has a heal and a save. The fact is that Lockdown is going to be quite sparse on the side of Queens of Apocalypse, whereas Lockdown galore on the side of Steelwolves here. Okay, somebody's gonna get, I don't know, will Necro get something like an A-toss or something that will be able to catch, because you have Tiny, who's just gonna toss, but toss into what? There isn't quite something. So, at the moment, I'm favoring Steelwolves' draft here. I feel like the Zeus is a really great pick against the Necro. It kind of negates the efficacy of his Ghost Shroud, so he doesn't heal as much because Zeus is obviously going to deal a lot of magic damage through that Ghost Shroud form. But come late game, I think this will be really interesting late game because you've got a Spectre and you've got this Lifestealer. So Lifestealer is going to be able to, I mean, he's gonna have fun, you know, like dishing out a lot of damage to tanky heroes, of course, because he deals a percentage amount of damage to the health. But the thing is that, you know, he's got so many of them. You know, he's gonna be able to have to deal with a Necro, a Tide, and a Spectre at the same time, and all these are incredibly tanky, strong heroes. In fact, I think you could, you know, you could decide whether you want to put the mech or the Greaves on the Necro or the Tide Hunter. I think both are great. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting match. It's tanky versus something that's a bit more well-rounded, I suppose. And well, we'll see how this goes. So let me just introduce some of the players on the team right now. They're gonna smoke up for a bit actually. Shinra on that Zeus here. Lifestealer, we've got Ming with a 1 for an eye. And on the offlane Sand King, we've got Kakisu. Yeah, Kakisu. That sounds delicious for some reason, or maybe I'm just hungry. We've got Kizumi on that Rubik. We'll be going to the offlane, and on the mid lane, a KPTN on the Jakiro. Hello, Jakiro. Does she have the Elder Wolves? No, it's just the two masks, right? Yeah, Wings of the Elder Convergence. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is a pretty nice set here. Okay, before I get too carried away with cosmetics, as I usually do, we'll go on to the Dire team. We've got Meow Khalifa on the Undying. We've got LV on the Necroforce. On the Spectre, we've got YS, and they look like they're going to be wrapping around for the rune. On the Tiny, we've got Starfire. And also, last but not least, on the Tide Hunter, we've got Hazelia. Alright, so they seem to be moving in quite aggressively for this rune. Lifestealer is just going to be backing off and deciding that, you know, she doesn't want to engage in that for, you know, into 5 people here, but that also will mean that they get a rune tap here. So it's going to be a 2 for 2. Nothing out of the ordinary. Rubik actually starting with a Sage Mask. Not like, now that is out of the ordinary. I know he wants to build into the Ring of Protection. It's just that normally, you know, you want to invest a little bit more into maybe more regen as opposed to, I don't know, more regen as opposed to, you know, just a straight up regeneration from the mask. Huh. Alright. 6 tangos. Gonna be getting a no Quelling Blade, huh? Spectre might want to get a Quelling Blade. I'm not sure. Okay, and Dying will be coming top to do some things. Okay, and mid lane, Necroforce already prepped with a stick for the Zeus. Let me think. Kill lanes over here. Man, actually all the lanes seem pretty static. Or it's seem pretty hard to actually get a kill on. But I think maybe Jakiro might be the turning point because you know, Jakiro versus 2 melee heroes, that incredible slow from Dual Breath is going to be so annoying to deal with. And the Tide Hunter has, you know, won't be that strong yet. Doesn't have a point in Kraken. Probably will not put a point in the Kraken until maybe 4 or 5 actually. Wants to, you know, invest in Anchor Smash as well as Gush. Yeah. So, as I say that though, Rubik kind of gets bullied a bit, you know, has no more strength. Undying takes it all the way, super strong right now. Okay, so Undying, you might want to pull, but at the same time, this pull cam is locked here, okay? Yeah, so if you want to look at the box, and we hold alternate, hello? Okay, if we hold alternate here, we'll see that, oops, daisy. We'll see that the camp is blocked and he can't pull it. You just can't get a D-ward actually. Did he had a sentry in his stash, but I think it's on the way from the, yeah, it's in the courier. Okay. Yeah, but for the time being, Undying will pull. Whoa. What is going on? Calm down, camera. Yeah, Undying will, you know, be getting his sentry coming soon. 2 minutes means the courier is still walking in. This courier is coming to the off lane as well, okay? Sending in that Ring of Protection that you cannot buy from the side shop. Alright. Same time, you've got Tiny waiting in the trees. You know, already has their shoes, waiting to go on the Tiny. He's gonna move forward, stun him with Avalanche here, toss him up, push him down. Will he be able to live through this? He is pretty low. One last hit, and it's going to go to the Necro, who will be very, very happy with that first blood. Alright.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Very, very easy to gank that Zeus. This poor Undying actually still level 1 at almost 3 minutes in. That's got to be a bit of a concern. I mean, all that EXP is going to the Spectre, of course. It's just that, you know, Undying does need levels, and it only gets harder actually for the Undying, who looks to be going down. They're going to drop him, you know, take the trees out. Tiny's actually in the background. You're going to toss up the Rubik, send him back. And Undying will be fine. It actually drops a sentry to spot out that Sand King, and eventually you probably will get the Deward over here, right? Does it actually reach? No, wait, oh my goodness! That's a freaking disaster, guys. It's a disaster. It actually doesn't reach the sentry here. So, oh my goodness, that's actually, that's a feels bad, man. This is honestly quite hard to Deward. But let's just go back to the fight. It looks a bit more exciting than that. Tiny kind of dropping really low, but we'll be just fine. We'll tango up. Oh. Why is it so sensitive, huh? Let me just, I think it's the settings here. Camera deceleration. Hold on. Alright. There we go. I think this is better. Alright, so Necro just doing Necro things, farming up in the jungle, opting not to go for a point and ghost route for obvious reasons. And let's lane as he sort of turn into a bit of a tri-lane here. A defensive tri-lane coming out from the side of the Dire. The Rubik and the Sand King will be very happy about it, as will the Lifestealer. You know, getting that solo EXP against the Tidehunter. He's gonna be doing, I think, you know, with a bit of, you know, got to manage his movements a bit, but he'll be fine. Lifestealer, very, very strong laner. So now they're gonna stun him. You know, there's a sentry there. He got rooted there. Tiny's gonna toss up the Rubik to fly down onto the Sand King. Sand King does have a, you know, he does have mana in a bit. He can lift up and stun. 3-man stun. Well, that's what happens when you're all melee heroes, right? You kind of just group up together, and it's really, really easy to get these kind of melee stuns off. So Sand King's gonna be very happy about that. Caustic is gonna be very effective for sure. Okay, yeah. Alright, level 4. Going for the Midas. Nothing too ordinary. Now 5-minute runes. Tidehunter's gonna get 1. Jikiru not in time to get the runes, and looks like it'll be a 3-4-1? Yeah, 3-4-1. Queens of Apocalypse getting more of the runes. Alright. Now you see Rubik trying to make some moves again. You know, Tiny has been all over the map, you know, trying to get things done. Having successfully ganked that Zeus earlier on. Necro, well, not doing as well as the Zeus. Zeus is 33-4 on the last hits as well. Necro is just 28-1, trying to keep up there. But alright, Tidehunter, you know, taking some stacks here. Gonna get the anchor smash off. That's right, he's gonna get it. Tiny coming in, they see the Jikiru, they're gonna get the avalanche up, throw him up, toss him down. Is there enough damage to take down the Jikiru? Jikiru is strong, does have a south, will be able to use it, yeah. Not gonna get it cancelled as well. The ult from Zeus, you can't run from heaven, and goodbye Tiny. That's a double kill for the Lifestealer. Beautiful rotation from the Zeus, and now we're gonna look top for a bit, which looks a little bit exciting because the Necroforce is coming from the back. They pick him up, drop it down. He does have the ult. Is he gonna use it? Yes. That poor Rubik is gonna be deleted. Oh, actually, it's not that long. Well, it's pretty long for a, what do you call that? For a 6-minute respawn time. He's gonna be gone for 25 seconds. They cancel the TP of the Sand King, and he's gonna be pretty unhappy. He's got no more mana. He does have a mango. He could drop by the secret shop to get his arcane boots, and he will be just fine. Spectre has a soul ring up. They're gonna be taking the stack for a bit. They get more regen on the Necroforce. Yeah, okay. Seems pretty good. Lifestealer sitting very confidently at the top of the last hit charts. You know, having been given that opportunity to solo against the Tidehunter. So 42-10, doing very, very well for himself. Gonna be, you know, doing much better than the Spectre. But of course, Spectre being a very, very late game hero, may not do so well in the lanes. But we will see if they are able to hold for the Spectre to come online. You know, if this Necrophos is going to be able to do things to hold. Necrophos going for a hood as well. At level 20, I believe, gets some magic resistance talent as well. So that's going to be very, very, very useful against the very magic-heavy lineup of the Radiant. Okay, Shinra for a Veil, opting to go for a Veil and not an Aghanim's Rush. Tiny making moves again, has a bottle, has a dust for that pesky Sand King. It's going to move in the back as the lane pushes in. Spectre is going to have Haunt in a little bit. There's a Tombstone as well to slow them down. And Tiny instead will actually, you know, back away, go for the Arcane Rune. The 8-minute rune is pretty important. None of the mids have a... Oh wait, yo, Zeus is a mid. Okay, Zeus is a bottle, and taking away the Arcane Rune from the Zeus is a pretty big deal. He's gonna, you know, walk around the corner, and we'll see if he's able to make anything happen, because Tiny waiting in the wings. At the same time, Tidehunter is dropping really low, okay, but Kraken Shell is going to save him that 1 point in Kraken Shell. He is able to go up to the shrine to, you know, shrine up for a bit. We'll be quite happy about that. They're going to find a Sand King, the Avalanche, but that's not really the hero you want to go on, you know. He does have a dust, but Sand King pretty much tankier. 900 health as opposed to that 780 the Rubik. Alright, but now they see the Sand King, he's alone. Will they be able to do anything? So this is the problem that I talked about, right? The lack of disable here. You've only got the Tiny making the moves, and without the Tiny, you really don't have much catch here. Okay? But at the same time, of course, you know, that's good news for this lifestealer. You know, you've only got to worry about one one-ish disable. Ravage just popped at bottom here just to dissuade. Oh no, there's a defensive Ravage. Is not going to be too happy about it. Necro, they're coming back. Can they turn this at all? I don't know if there are any more TPs coming in from the side of the Radiant, but the Necrophos, he's hunting. He smells blood in the water. Will he be going for more? No, just a little bit too slow. They do have 4 heroes here from the side of Queens of Apocalypse, actually. And they've committed to this. Will they be able to get anything out of it? Oh my goodness, it's a wasted rotation because they will be heading just straight to the shrine here. No, not straight to the shrine, but straight to the safety of the jungle. And oh dear, they will be able to get the 10-minute runes, I believe. But at the same time, you know, the Radiant will be at the top, and they will be pushing, you know, for pressuring the tower for a bit. They'll get some runes. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. They don't get any runes at all because Queens of Apocalypse, they actually get all 4 runes. Hello? That's questionable. They were in a position to get, you know, the runes, but somehow they just didn't. And now, well, this bot tower is going to be going down. They don't seem, the Radiant don't seem interested in defending this at all. Okay, tower goes down, nobody gets the last hit. And top tower, they're going to just be trading towers apparently. And working on mid as well, okay, so, but mid's gonna take a while to go down. Lifestealer has a Midas. What will he be going for? Okay. They're gonna try to defend this mid tier 1. Haunt is popped as well, but to what avail actually? There is no... questionable use of Haunt there. I'm not entirely sure what the idea was because, you know, you haunt, right? But you have no catch again, you know? So that's my issue here. I think that, you know, they will be able, the Radiant will be able to end this game a lot faster because the fact is that, you know, they can get catch. They have, well, disables and they are able to get kills, isn't it? So that's the point. That's why it's so important to get disables. Necro, let's see what Necro is going for. No idea yet. Has a hood. Which is obviously necessary against Zeus and well, Zeus, Sand King and Jakiro. But I don't really know. Yeah, they definitely could be in Atos, right? Okay, shout out to Piccolo Zano. Somebody please tell me what that is. Because, man, sometimes I really don't get it. Alright, space for a Spectre. Haunt is down. Okay, we come to a bit of a lull in the game. It is 12 minutes and we score stands at 2-2. It's kind of a quiet game. But let's see if, you know, something is gonna start happening top because we do see Queens of Apocalypse grouped up top, or 5 of them actually. Spectre, you know, somewhere else away, a distance away. Will not be able to haunt it for 85 seconds, but let's see if they are able to take this tower and be able to at least put some pressure on the side of the Radiant. They do have Ravage up right now, so maybe this is the call to fight. They see the Sand King, you know, standing in front of the tower. They're going to take up the Necro, who has been moving in too far behind. Drops him down. Oh my goodness, that Necro completely explodes. They're going to be going in for more, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Tiny comes in, waves in the fire for a bit. Ravage was stolen by the Rubik. They're gonna be able to take down the Tidehunter who's hiding in all that, you know, magic damage, and you know, he's just gonna go down this way. It's a 3 for nothing. They force all the rotations, except they don't force all the rotations. They get the Lifestealer farming away, hitting bottom. Okay, this is just going to be so much space and so much time for this Lifestealer to farm. Tidehunter not used to perhaps playing against the Rubik. You normally just want to Ravage Ankle Smash and this to prevent the Ravage from being stolen. Woo! It's a tough one. I mean, the Rubik was picked to steal a lot of these wonderful spells from the side of the Dire, and now we will see them being smoked up. Will they find the Spectre actually? Spectre is in the vicinity, and I think this is what they will be able to find. They've got, you know, stuns galore. They're gonna lift him up. Come on, lift him up. No, 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 they can't reach. The Ice Puff almost catches him. So everything's off the mark. Everything is just too short, and Spectre will be able to TP out. Ooh, that was a close one. Honestly, I think the Radiant actually had it. Steelwolves definitely should have been able to get that Spectre, and it would have been so valuable because Spectre could have haunt up, and it would have been, you know, just super fortuitous for them to get the Spectre. Because the early game lineup here is super incredibly strong. This is their strong period of time. They're gonna get stunned onto the Necroforce, followed up by the Ice Puff. Beautiful lift up, drop down, burn in hell, Necroforce. Okay, so they're gonna be looking to, you know, snowball this advantage that they already have. Necro has not been very, very effective in fights, has been farming pretty well, but now Lifestealer sitting way at the top of the okay, well, Tiny just gets blown up completely. So this is what I talked about, you know, the Sand King, right? So having that long range guaranteed initiation, and then this follow up from Jakiro. It's just super insane because, you know, that long range there's no way you can avoid that. And Jakiro has been absolutely on point with, you know, the follow-ups as has been the Sand King, of course, you know, not to take away anything from the Sand King, who opted to go for a Spirit Vessel first over the, you know, rushing a Blink. And so the Spirit Vessel, you know, is able to deal. I super ultra like this pickup from the Sand King, understanding that, you know, there are a lot of tanky heroes on the side of the of Queens of Apocalypse, and knowing that, understanding that this Spirit Vessel is going to work well against every single one of the Dire team and heroes. So yeah, props to the Sand King for going, you know, wonderful items. We talked about itemization yesterday, and you know the importance of just making sure that you actually get the right items. Okay, not just the right items, but the right items in the right order as well. The order actually really does matter. Alright. Gonna take down that bot tier 1, and that means that there are no more dire tier 1s anymore. And that's gonna be a chunk of map control taken away from the Dire. They've also got really good vision, like, you know, if you want to look at the Radiant, right? The Radiant have really deep wards into that, into the jungle here. You've got one ward here. Oh, and they're actually, the smoke is going to be caught up by said ward, okay? Questionable drawings on the map right now. Guys, come on, I need to look at the map properly, okay, in order to see anything. They're going to toss up the, they're going to toss up the Tidehunter on the Jakiro and probably at least take him down, drop the Macro Pyre for fun, but he also dropped the Tombstone, tries to disengage from the rest of them, but you know, and the Horn comes in as well, but nothing. The Horn now stolen by Rubik actually is going to be able to, they're going to take on the Zeus, not really with the Necro ult, but that's alright because Zeus does go down in the end. Sand King is going to try to stun away, gets, you know, he's going to live for a bit, but okay, Rubik gets caught out in the end.
Double kill.
And somehow that worked out. Somehow that, I guess. Alright, so the Dire, basically their game plan is to brute force it. You know, whenever I have Ravage, I'm just gonna Ravage and Haunt, I guess. I'm just gonna brute force it and run in. Again, Rubik, you know, managing to steal Haunt. Are you for real? Okay. Diffusal Blade for the Spectre. Opting not to go for Radiance, but Diffusal Blade instead. Lifestealer will be the one going for Radiance, almost has it in about 800 gold or so, sorry, about 100 gold or so, 1,000 gold or so. Yeah, okay, so back to my point, we were talking about the vision. So the thing is that they saw that smoke. They knew they were coming, and yet somehow, that fight was just taken very, very poorly. I feel like it was a really big mistake on the side of Steelwolves here. The Dire, on the other hand, they've got these, these wards here that let this look like Orion's belt. Oops, okay. We're excitedly talking about wards here. Then they get a miss a kill on the Spectre top as they were, grouping up around that poor Spectre who does have Haunt down, already has the Diffusal Blade, I believe. One more Blade of Alacrity. And I don't think the Queens of Apocalypse look ready to defend this. They are all spread up all around the map. One farming mid, one farming bot, and so they will successfully take down that top tier 2, sorry, and that will be a lot of map control taken away. Now instead they find the Necroforce farming in the jungle, stun him up, drop the Spirit Vessel onto that Necroforce who's gonna bang his drums and run away back to the safety of his jungle. Now Sand King does have a blink. Blink and 2 town portal scrolls. Guys, this is amazing, by the way. Sand King, you are my favorite. Kakasuya. Kakisu? Kakisu. Yeah. Actually, you know why you buy 2 TPs, guys? Because you use one, right? And then after that you go out and then you're like, oh, I don't have another one. Yes, that's why obviously you buy 2 TPs. And TPs don't take a slot anymore, so please, guys. Buy TPs. Please don't do the Cloud9 gaming things. It's not fun. Alright, smoke up from the Radiance. They've got everything online. I think that's a call, the Blink Dagger call. When I have got my Blink Dagger, I want to make, moves here. They're going to find the Necroforce. The Spectral Dagger in, followed up by the stun, and the Ice Path suits out. My goodness, that Necroforce didn't stand a chance at all. And now they're going to be pinging that top tier 2. No response from the Queens of Apocalypse. They do have Ravage available though, so that is something, you want to be doing. Maybe you want to group around Ravage and Haunt. There is a Diffusal. Wait, where's the Diffusal Blade? Oh. Wait, it's on the way, right? Yeah, it's on the way. Okay, I just thought, I thought the Spectre had it. So, was confused for a moment. Okay, so I'm gonna get the Sand King stunned up for a bit, but that's more just to dissuade him. Sand King is a big, strong boy. Not gonna be too worried about it. Does have a lot of regen from the Spirit Vessel. We'll be quite happy about that. So they've taken all the outer towers now on the side of, so all the Dire outer towers, and this is where it gets kind of tense, because Spectre isn't going to have a safe place to farm anymore. You've got the Zeus, who's providing a lot of vision, and deals also percentage health, percentage amount of damage to the Spectre. Spectre obviously wants to, go for that Zeus. But at this point, I'm not sure if Spectre is going to be able to get it, because she wants to go for a, or at least her current build right now is going, from a Diffusal into a Blade Mail into a Radiance, and I just don't know, lockdown again, something that I've talked about here being a very big issue for the Queens of Apocalypse. I don't know. When you don't have lockdown, that's something you normally want to draft. You want to build lockdown. So you build things like Abyssal. You want to build maybe a Hex, maybe an Athos. These are the things that you want to go for. And Necro instead has opted to go for a 4-star. Wanting to go for better positioning, but again that still doesn't solve the lockdown issue here, right? Because Tiny is a ways away from getting his blink. Lifestealer just generally just doesn't have lockdown. Okay, so they're gonna smoke up again on the Dire. They have Haunt, but at the same time Roshan has already gone down. The Spectre haunts in, doesn't manage to steal the Aegis, but does manage to take down doesn't manage to steal, but manages to take down the Lifestealer. So I'm not entirely sure that was because he dies and pays for it. So now there'll be a fight breaking out at mid. Ravage is popped to the back. They're gonna drop Chikiro, pop him down at the same time. Sand King actually is still quite low. Not gonna be able to see him. The dust is popped. Goodbye, Sand King. He's gonna be deleted from the game for 70 seconds. A buyback from the Chikiro. Is it gonna be able? What are they gonna be able to change things here? They're gonna drop the Ice Path, slow down the Tide Hunter and the Necroforce, but they're gonna throw the Necro on top of the Dragon. Dragon, it might be going down. It might be a dieback here, and it's gonna be a bit of a problem. Though, is he gonna be able to get the? Yeah, nope. dieback from there for that poor Jakiro, and now instead Tiny will be going down, tosses up the Tide Hunter, but no, not able to do too much. What a back and forth fight, you know. When Roshan goes down, that Haunted from the Spectre, they do lose the Sand King and the Jakiro. But wait, I think Rubik died as well, didn't he? No, Rubik didn't die at all. Yeah, Rubik didn't die at all. And I think that was slightly questionable from the Spectre, counting in to take out the Aegis, but giving up her life for it. Does take down the Aegis, you know, but... Alright, so net worth. Right now it's going to be about 6,000 net worth lead for the Radiant. Yeah, similarly in XP. Let's look at what DOTA buff has to say. Yeah, here you go. Firmly, more or less firmly, above 75% win probability for the Radiant here. So, alright. The Steelwolves have got to be pretty happy about that. But of course, you know, there is, you know, we do have a Spectre, right? And Spectre is that really strong late game hero. I think the hardest carry in the game. So we're gonna look towards that as well, you know, because Spectre can 1v1, you know, can 1v5 the enemy team, and but it takes a while to get to that point, you know. It takes a while to get to that point where Spectre is that terrifying hero, and Spectre is nowhere near that point right now because Lifestealer is almost double the net worth of the Spectre, having gone for the Midas, been farming very well, getting lots of kills. Lifestealer is 4-0 by the way, and as compared to the Spectre 0-2. So Lifestealer doing incredibly well for herself, 14k net worth, far ahead of the next the next hero, which is Necro, only 9k net worth. So that's going to be a bit of a concern. Okay, but at the same time, Tiny does almost have his Blink Dagger, sorry. So that might be a really good form of initiation here. Tide Hunter will also be going for the Blink Dagger, see if we can catch out as many of the heroes as possible. Perhaps on the side of the Radiant, you want to go for things like 4-staff or maybe, you know, just sneaky positioning in general. Rubik will be also going for Blink of her own. Yule Scepter coming up for the Jakiro. Aghanims, Veil, yeah, seems about right. And Solar Crest actually for the Lifestealer. I really like this pickup because it allows the Lifestealer to snowball really quickly and to take down, just slow as well as to remove attack speed from the target that she's going for. Alright, so we got a pee break here. I wish I could go for a pee break too. But you know, if you're just tuning in, alright, my name is Ashley and I will be bringing you the games for today from the Female Esports League Dota 2. Alright, so we've got all these females here and they are basically playing, you know, in this particular league, and it will basically culminate in a offline event, right? So all these are online games, of course. So that's why we've got all these funny pauses sometimes, technical difficulties, pee breaks, camera issues, but all's good. We're always gonna be going back to the game. We'll always have games for you up, okay? So just stay tuned. You can find Female Esports League on Facebook, on Dota, on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Okay, and you can just like the page, you can get updates from there. Yep. Alright, so smoke up from the Radiant here. They will, the Lifestealer will infest into that Sand King. Sand King with the Blink Dagger. Who will they find? If they find the Spectre, they're going to be very happy about it here. They do see the Spectre. Spectre is going to be running away. Stun up. Lifestealer going to pop out soon. Follow up with their Ice Puff. Spectre did not stand a chance at all, even after the pop. So that was kind of an overkill, but they get the kill. Can they do something else about this? Will they be able to go up high ground? Spectre does have a buyback. Will they be able to force that out actually? The creep wave not in their favor though. All the way back here. Lifestealer will be able to clean that up really quickly. Cut the wave here as well. And but you know, in 25 seconds, I think the Spectre will be back already. Okay, so I talked about, you know, how Radiant actually had really good ward vision initially, right? But now, you know, their ward vision is kind of paltry. They've got just this set of wards here. They don't really see anything much as opposed to the Dire. The Dire has had kind of paltry ward vision game. Come on, step up your game, girls. Okay. Ward vision is so important, but speaking of that, they're going to catch up the Tiny, follow up from the stun. Haunt is popped as well, but will the Spectre be able to get anything out of this? Spectre does come in. The Ravage just popped as well, and they're going to take out the Zeus. The Zeus is always the target that the Spectre wants to go on. At the same time, the hero will join her comrade in the grave, but Lifestealer going absolutely ham. Sand King continued to live through the Necro out as well. He's going to be able to stun away after the high ground, and now the Sand King is going to live. We'll be able to blink away. We're going to look at the Lifestealer now. He's going ham instead here. We'll be able to rage up, find the Tiny. Can he slow the Tiny? Hit the Tiny down. 1v1. You know, I talked about Lifestealer being that 1v1 hero, right? Oh my goodness! Spectre takes down the Lifestealer takes down the Spectre by investing in coming out. That heal bomb coming out. And the Sand King is back to the frame, finds the Necroforce, and you know, they take such extended long fights, and the Lifestealer is just super strong. Absolutely unstoppable. They're gonna slow down the poor Tidehunter, and goodbye Tidehunter. You going down as well? No, that goes to the that goes to the Zeus, who came back just to ult. In the end, it is, I believe, a 1-4-4? 1-4-5 actually. No, it's a complete team wipe. 1-4-5 here. It's just that, you know, it was such a messy team fight that started off from like the mid lane here. It just started off from a simple, hey, Tiny was getting the rune, and then it progressed over to this side of the map, and then after that they took it over to the shrine. I think, you know, the Radiant are just too far ahead at this point in time for the Dire to fight back, and the lack of disabled really hurts them. And the Necroforce is just not able to be the one to take, to carry them through this mid game so that the Spectre could come online. There were also a lot of questionable item choices, okay? Not opting to go for any kind of disable as well. They're gonna go on a Necroforce, but instead Tiny will be the one who's gonna pay for the sins. The Tidehunter moved in, does stop the mech, but to no avail. You know, there's that Spirit Vessel onto him. Radiant burns the crap out of him. Lifestealer's gonna go for the Necroforce, but you know, Radiant's just gonna burn him down, and now the Spectre's gonna be the one to join them in the fountain. Sand King kinda low. Will he be able to get out here? I think this is Sand King gonna be a sacrificial lamb, but the buyback comes up from the Necro as well as the Spectre. They haven't actually gotten any buildings yet other than the tier 3, so they're gonna wanna, you know, not go for that, but oh my goodness, this will be a dieback on the Spectre, dead for 72 seconds. I believe this is good game, well played. Queens of Apocalypse gonna have to go next, while Steelwolves, they take this game very convincingly at, you know, pre-30 minutes. 16k net worth lead ahead right now, 23 minutes, 23 to 11. They didn't lose the Sand King, but that's just really the Sand King, you know, who was just being a pain in the butt. Tiny comes in, does a Tiny airline sort of thing, but you know, Lifestealer just turns back onto them and like takes revenge. You know, you throw me up, you try to bully me, I'm gonna bully you even harder. Jakiro getting kind of low. Looks like Jakiro will go down. A bit of mispositioning. After the fact that, you know, the rest of the team has actually backed off. So yeah, shrines will be open and available for the taking. Lifestealer is an absolute terror on the battlefield. 18 coming to 19k net worth right now. Far above the next hero from the side of the Dire, who is just, you know, 9k. That Necro was 9.5k. Never really saw the Necro come online, huh? Ooh boy. And Necro going for even more defensive items, opting to go for Lotus Orb instead. Tiny with the Blink Dagger. Tidehunter not going for that, opting to go for a mech into Greaves. Yeah, I agree with it, but I really think you need this thing called Lockdown, guys. Slows are not, you know, the way to play the game, especially when you've got so many hard lockdowns at the side of the Radiant here. Just, in my opinion, it was a complete outdraft, but not yet GG on. Okay, not yet GG. The Dire feel like they are confident enough to, you know, move past the single lane of racks that have been taken down already. Okay. So now they're gonna haunt out actually, just a haunt check. And not entirely sure that it's worth. They go for the Sand King, who is able to Sandstorm away, and True Sight is a little bit too expensive. No, it's not. Sand King will stun away though. And this will be, well, look at that. Lack of disables. You can't lock him down. Sand King, you know, it's such a mobile hero already. So now they know that Haunt is down. Roshan is gonna be up. Yeah, and free for the taking. Here you go. Very easy. Take Roshan. Alright, maybe you could take the shrines, right? Take the shrines, take Roshan. Easy game. Even a DD rune out here. Come on, Lifestealer. Take it. Life Roshan? No? Want to get a kill? The pings are going to Roshan. But Lifestealer, hello? Lifestealer. Hello? Oh, Midas, right. Alright. Okay, so they gonna go for Roshan here. Make quick work of Roshan with that Solar Crest and the immense amount of damage coming up from the Lifestealer ×2. Insane. Wow. Nothing that the Dire can do to really contest because they expended Haunt already. There's no way they can really go in there. It is a Ravage though, but again, Ravage being the only lockdown that they have. Roshan does go down in the end. Lifestealer takes 3 ages, no surprise there. And they will now proceed, you know, lines are being drawn towards the base of the Dire. Top lane seems to be the call. There is a shrine for them to take down as well to prevent any kind of funny backstabbing. Bot lane is being pushed in by the Tidehunter. Went for the pipe, a Blitz as well as Mechanism, your standard aura build. Tide does have a buyback. Let's look at the buyback statuses right now. All the side of the Radiant, they all have buybacks except the Rubik and the Jakiro. But not the most important, the Sanking buyback though. I really want to see a buyback on the Sanking just in case, you know, if you want to play it smart. But the fact is that the Dire, well, they don't have buybacks. Not really. The Necro's buyback is on cooldown already, as in the Necro and the Spectre, they have buybacks on cooldown. If they die right now, they're not going to be able to join the fight for a very long time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, moving on to top lane. Having taken down that shrine top, they'll be moving up high ground. Lifestealer raged up, chomping down on that tower, making quick work of it. Now Jakiro drops the wards behind the tower. I love this ward spot here because it's just so sneaky and it's hard to reward as well. Oh, nope. Speaking of hard to reward, nope, they're just gonna completely reward it actually. Macro Fire drop just to dissuade them. Dying turns into an ugly, you know, smelly monster. But you know what are they really gonna do? There is an Aegis there. Okay, the Haunt is popped as well, but where does the Spectre go to? Into the Zeus? Yeah, in the background, that's right. Will they be able to save the Zeus at all? Wait, Shiro goes down in the background. Ravage is popped here. They're gonna be looking for something. They steal the Ravage again. My goodness, Tidehunter. They already have enough lockdown. The Dire, they don't even have enough lockdown. Okay, you stop taking lockdown away from them. Okay, so now the Necrophos is gonna drop the ult, but no avail because the tank is not it's just not low enough. And now he's gonna take out to the Spirit Vessel, take down the Undying as well, and it's gonna be a complete team wipe for one Jakiro. You know, Jakiro's gonna take that, right? Oh, not complete team fight. Okay, Tidehunter lives. So Kizumi stealing Ravage yet again, and not that they were losing that fight, but they just completely, you know, dominated that fight with the Ravage, and now Tidehunter with nothing to spare will be going down. Radiant's taking him down. Gonna go for the tier 4s, and there are no buybacks. There is a buyback on the Tidehunter, and good game is called. The Steelwolves, they will take this game in 33 minutes, 26k. That will be 29-13. Very, very convincing game, and beautiful draft, honestly, from the Steelwolves. I think Queens of Apocalypse maybe wanna, you know, look at drafting these things called Disables. They are pretty good, and they actually kind of help you win team fights. Alright, so just look at that draft. Draft was already in their favor. Dipped a little bit down in that mid game here when I guess it was Tiny trying to make some moves. Starfire did recognize that, you know, she was the playmaker in the game, and yeah, so she tried to make some moves. It was a little shaky in that early game, but subsequently Steelwolves just completely ran away with the game. Alright, so nothing too... Oh, it was a pretty straightforward game. And this is just the first game for today, you know. We will be coming back with our next game, and that will be between Asterisks and Elite. So Elite, remember, they are I believe, the top of the table right now. Okay, and Asterisk is something like, what, the second on the table? Second or third? Yeah. So this is going to be a pretty hype game because these two teams are, they again are very, very close in terms of standings. And so we're going to get, you know, really good. Probably going to get a really good game with, you know, good drafts and all that kind of thing. So stay tuned. We're going to be going to about a 10-minute break, okay, right now. And yeah, we'll be right back with the next series for today. Goodbye!